We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Pablo Lopez gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Gene Segura standing in. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off for the Phillies.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Segura.
Nope. And that misses ball one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. Popped up, and he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Dickerson will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Left for Philadelphia. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Vince Velasquez, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
This one's down to third. Kingery's there. Throw to first is in time for the first out. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Down the first baseline. Hoskins has it, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. Anderson isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And the run will score as the Marlins have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
That's why you have to close the door when you can. They had 2 outs, but the 3-hole hitter rips a single, bringing the cleanup man to the plate, and he does what he's paid to do, cash in an RBI opportunity with a well-hit double.
Fouled off. The 0-1 offering.
Make a good pitch right here and get your offense back in the dugout after only giving up 1 run.
Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 1-2. Here it is. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Harper. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Second inning set to go. Now at the plate, JT Realmuto, a winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for NL catchers. Cooper is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
Behind 0-2 now.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. Rounded softly down the line toward first. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he fouls this one off. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Here's the first pitch to him.
Number 4.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
To 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And a curveball swung on and missed, and a great call there as the inning is over. Ready now for the Marlins, Corey Dickerson. He'll lead it off against Vince Velasquez.
Corey Dickerson.
First offering on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops. Loud contact for Dickerson, and a ball headed to deep right field. And that's a home run into the top tank. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Pitcher making him move his feet right there. Probably upset him a little bit. He dug right back in, didn't lose his toe hold, and absolutely clobbered that pitch.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's 0 for 4. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Villar is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts burying.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Gone! A solo home run there for Matt Joyce as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
At the plate, Pablo Lopez.
The pitcher, Pablo Lopez.
And there's a base hit on the line. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Lewis Brinson is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
The back, the second baseman, Isan Diaz.
To the plate now, Isan Diaz. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
2-0 now. From the belt, the pitch. He pulls this one into right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Throw won't get him. Stepping in, Brian Anderson. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Anderson.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. Digging in now, Adam Hazley. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
On he pops it up. VR over to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting up.
Into the box now, Vince Velasquez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. And that'll bring up Gene Segura. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Garrett Cooper. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings. Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, Hero. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Harper has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Up next from Miami, Corey Dickerson. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. So a runner at first with 2 away, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. As a look, now the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. Cooper, the runner at first with 2 gone. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. And he is in there. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. The relay, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Nick Pivetta is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Nick Pivetta.
Into the box now, Pablo Lopez, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
And this is popped up near second base. And Segura will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Here's Andrew McCutchen now.
Number 22.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs. Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Dickerson has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Bryce Harper flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. No balls and a strike to count. popped him up. Alfaro moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the Miami area native Lewis Brinson.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Hazley will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And he'll put this one away for the 1st out of the inning.
Now batting. Shortstop.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
And another foul ball. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott Kingery comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Liner towards second, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around second, he's on his way to third. And he's in there easily. It's a stand-up triple.
Yeah, he was on cruise control for a while, posting a lot of zeros, but after he gives up that triple, he's going to need to put some work in if he's going to get out of this inning unscathed.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Joyce coming on. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Ready once again, Garrett Cooper. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the 1st out. Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
Well, before that homer, he was on autopilot, retiring 5 hitters in a row. Just goes to show you one lapse, one bad location, and all of a sudden you're licking your wounds a bit.
So now to the plate, Corey Dickerson. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Jonathan Villar, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Ground ball right side. Hoskins gathers it in. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. But the Marlins tack on one more courtesy of the solo home run. Through 5 innings, and this is now a 6-0 ball game. Nick Williams will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 5, Nick.
This is pulled into right. He takes the turn and heads for second. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. And that's going to fall for a base hit.
You can see that he was all...
And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's a 6-1 game. Into the box, Andrew McCutchen.
Dan, back-to-back pitches, double, then single, ambush tactics.
Boy, I tell you what, they're swinging the bats early. You have a double, then an RBI single to drive him in. Potential for a real big inning here.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. Ranger Suarez enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 0-1. Suarez typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty B, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The center fielder.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Lewis Brinson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
To first, reined in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now back.
First pitch on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Dickerson is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out.
Now batting, shortstop.
First delivery to him on the way. Didi Gregorius stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
And it's fouled away. Hit out towards second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Phillies strand 1. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Now at the plate, Isan Diaz. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Diaz.
First offering on its way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. On the move is Harper, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Up next for the Marlins.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit in the air down the right field line. Harper on the run. And he makes the catch in the corner. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Now back.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Garrett Cooper. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Slow roller left side. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready for another chance? Jorge Alfaro. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Line drive base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. There's Segura. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Marlins get 1 here on a couple of hits. Digging in, Adam Hazley. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Fouled away. Fouled off. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Roman Quinn will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Digging in, Gene Segura. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The windup and the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Joyce is there, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They're down 7-1. Adam Morgan comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Adam Morgan.
Standing in, Jonathan Villar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground to short. Gregorius is there. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
So frustrating, D-Row. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Morgan is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. McCutchen is after it. He's there and records the first out. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Pablo Lopez. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
D-Row, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Pablo Lopez goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. First offering on its way. Ball 1.
Yep, that ball went out.
2 out with the man at first. Now a throw over and the runner back easily. Hit out towards second, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
The batter, number 1.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch in the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Jesus Aguilar will stay in the game, taking over in right field and batting in the 8th spot.
Now playing right field.
Striding in, Andrew McCutchen. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. This is foul for the first strike. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dickerson's after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So digging in now, Bryce Harper. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. A high fastball is in there. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
He's still looking really solid here in the 9th, and I'm sure that big lead has helped him pitch free and easy, but to me, it still looks like he's approaching it like it's a close game.
And he's able to reach down and put this one away. Great concentration there for the second out. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Philly down to their last strike. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Philadelphia, good night.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts, but listen, He was good from the first inning through the ninth. Well-deserved complete game victory.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Miami Marlins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Pablo Lopez is the winning pitcher of record. Vince Velasquez couldn't work out of the third inning, taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 7 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For Philadelphia, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.